In this video, we are going to unbox and review TOGUARD CE7D dual dashcam mirror. We're gonna go into details, how to install it, the recording quality, and what's inside the box. Stay tuned. So it's gonna be a 12-inch LCD, obviously dual recording, loop recording, and touch screen. All right, that's pretty much it. Let's open the box and see what's inside. Let's see what does it look like. Not bad, it's looking good actually. Turned on by itself and it's working. So you see me right there. You see there's some clamps that you can attach it on your rear view mirror and it will hold on to it. There's a camera on this side to capture the front of the car, and obviously we have the mirror itself, which is going to show the rear when you connect it to the rear camera. It's pretty nice glass. When you turn off the LCD, actually it's a pretty good mirror. And on the top we have the USB would be for the power, and the AV in for the rear camera. We have the SD card slot that you need to put to capture and record the footage, and we have one for GPS. So we also have a rear camera that comes with a really long cable, so basically you have to wire it all the way to the front camera. We have a power adapter, so it's actually a GPS capable. It comes with a GPS transmitter and receiver, so that is nice as well, and some other tools just to install it. It also has two mics that records the audio for the inside of the car as well. So let's take it to the car and I'm gonna install it and go over the menu, and also I'm gonna show you the sample footage from the day and night. I'm out here and I just finished the installation of the rear camera and also the mirror itself, and I'm just gonna show you guys how I did it. So I installed the rear camera in the back bumper, and that's how it looks, and that's the wire going into the car. I just left it loose just to make sure everything works, and then I'm just gonna clean up afterwards. So you attach this cable to the rear camera, and you need to attach this wire to the reverse light on your backup light on your car. So every time you go on a reverse, it will turn on the reverse mode on the camera on the mirror. So that's the mirror right there installed. So here's the mirror installed, and it's currently showing the back. And I also installed the GPS. That's the GPS unit right there, the power adapter. It doesn't have the USB pass-through, which is not good, but that's okay. That's the GPS that shows it's actually currently tracking the GPS. We have the battery, microphone is working, and camera is capturing. And the screen is actually high quality. I'm happy about the quality of the screen and the quality of the video that I'm getting for the rear camera. That you can start or stop the recording by yourself. Other things would be the setting. We're gonna go over the setting. We have the resolution, so if you click on the resolution, it will switch between 1080p and 2.5K resolution. We have the loop recording, which is gonna record every 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. And we can have the record the audio. We have the G sensor. We have the parking guard. If you turn off the car and you leave and turn on this option, it will still monitoring the surroundings as long as it has the battery. One other function, let me see, if I swipe to the left, I can see the both front and back camera at the same time, and I can adjust it right now for the better viewing angle. So I guess actually I see it, front camera is really high quality, and we also have the back camera as well. So let's swipe again. We switched only to the front camera. Swipe left again, switching back to the rear view. If you swipe right, we're gonna go through the playback mode. So basically every footage that you are captured, you can watch it here. When you are in the full screen for each of the rear or front camera, if you go on the left side and swipe up and down, it will adjust the angle for you, so you can select which angle is best for you for viewing. Swipe on the right side, it will adjust the brightness of the LCD. You I'm assuming in the daytime you want to have it at the highest level. We have the time zone, we have the GPS test, so you want to make sure that it's working. Obviously it shows right now it's in good condition and positioning is work accurately. We have the version. We also have the AI speech recognition, so you can actually command the screen as well to turn on the screen, turn off the audio, lock the video, show both cameras, turn off the screen,
Okay.
turn on the screen,
Okay.
show front camera,
Okay.
show rear camera,
Okay.
take photo. And one other thing before I go for a drive, so if you put the car in the reverse mode like this, as I mentioned, it will switch to the parking monitor, so you can go a little bit further out view, so you see the car behind you perfectly or the space behind you. Turn off the screen.
Okay.
Turn on the screen.
Okay.
Okay, I just came back and I reviewed the footage for the day and night. I want to talk about the pros and cons. Let's start with the good stuff. First off, the quality is really good during the night and day. You can see everything clearly. The front camera is 2.5K and the rear camera is 1080p, which is enough. The dash cam captures the audio. The LCD is touchscreen, which is a plus. And also it comes with the GPS, and you can hook it up to the reverse light to see the rear camera when you want to park or go reverse. The field of view is great, it captures a wide range. Now let's go over the cons. The first thing I want to mention is installation. Installation was easy, but the part that you need to actually hook it up with the reverse light, that was the hard part. It took me about half an hour just to figure it out how to do it, because in the manual doesn't actually tell you how to wire it. My car is a hatchback, so the rear camera would be a lot lower than the other cars, like the sedans or something. So when you look at the rear camera, you actually just basically showing the headlights of the car and the asphalt, and it's not really high enough to actually give you the same view when you look at the rear mirror. And also, I didn't like the wire hanging out of the bumper and just going into the car, and also the reverse light wire going to the car. It just doesn't look good in my opinion. And let's talk about the mirror itself. So, I mean, everything pretty much good as far as the function goes, but during the day, when the sun is hitting the rear camera directly, the screen goes kind of white and you don't really see, and that's not a good point because you're not looking with your eye, actually a camera that captures it. I found out a bit annoying because you want to see the behind and you don't really see it, and you might have to actually turn off the screen and use the built-in mirror for yourself. And that's another issue. There's a mirror behind the LCD, and every time you look in the mirror you see another shade in front of it. Actually, it hurt my eyes just trying to look into the mirror and trying to figure out how far the cars are. It's like when you try a new glasses, it felt like that. One glass in the front and the mirror in the back. But the front camera doing an amazing job. I mean, the quality is great. I cannot say anything bad about the front camera. One other good thing was the voice command. You can actually say to turn it off, switch between the cameras and stuff like that, which is great. The most of my problem was driving during the night. When I was driving at night, you have this LCD screen right in front of your face and it's bright, because in my case, it was just showing the headlights of the cars because they come behind me and they cover the whole field of the camera, and I just see two bright lights behind my car in the rear view mirror, and that's not what you want, and it's just distracting. Even you lower the brightness, it's not gonna help. There's a point for the rear camera. You might have to just turn off the LCD and use the mirror by itself. So that begs the question, why did you purchase this device then? It's like watching a TV right in front of your car. It's just objects are moving into the camera. I found myself being distracted with the mirror and not paying attention to the road at sometimes. On the other hand, the camera is so low, again for my case, that I can't really see the cars behind the car behind me. Another thing which was really annoying was I was trying to do a parallel park and I stopped in the middle of the road just to park reverse into the spot. I hit the brake and all I could see was the headlights. I couldn't comprehend and understand how far are the cars, and I couldn't see anything. It was actually dangerous. But I was testing it during the day and I was like, oh, this is good, I can use it. But when I drove it during the night, I was like, no, there's no way I can use this device. I would give it like 7 out of 10. But I don't recommend buying this because you're not really gonna get the benefit out of it, and it might actually be worse for you. I rather use the regular mirror just to see what's going on, and if I wanted to have a reverse camera, I just buy a separate kit just for that. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you to make a decision, and if I missed something, just leave a comment below and ask your questions. I will try to answer your question as soon as I can and to the best of my knowledge. And I see you in the next video.